Exploration was, down in 2016 in Asia Pacific due to the lower oil price, but we've seen it picked up in 2017, and I think 2018 it's also on its way to being slightly better or at par with 2017 levels. Exploration is still focusing on proven plays. Most of the wells are drilling near field prospects or mostly conducting appraisal drilling of existing proven fields. The national oil companies looking at the 5 year time frame are still dominating in terms of the number of exploration wells drilled. And we do see a number of independents like Santos, Cenex conducting their typical exploration drilling in onshore Australia. Deepwater exploration, I think, due to the cost, the lower oil price, and the higher risk, it's still very much limited. So the number of activities are still small, but we see Woodside as being the most aggressive player in terms of drilling in deepwater Myanmar with their multiple well campaign there, and also a few wells in the North Carnarvon Basin. Um, so moving to discovered volumes, I think that's one of the key challenges in the region. The average discovered size in the region is typically small, but 2018 compared to the last 2 years, we're seeing it as slightly better. There's also some success on frontier basin exploration. One is in deepwater Sabah with a potential technical play opener by Shell in that area. And then the next one, and I think the more exciting one, is the Quadrant's discovery in the Frontier Roebuck Basin with Dorado One. So that was a gas prospect, and they were able to find significant quantities of oil. And I think the company is now looking at further fast tracking the development of that discovery. And what's next in terms of exploration? I think proven play exploration is still going to dominate, but there are a number of high impact prospects that are being planned by the companies. High impact would mean it has more than 100 million barrels of oil equivalent prospective resource. So we're still going to see potential drilling campaign in deepwater Myanmar. Also, frontier exploration in offshore Papua New Guinea, where in Total is planning one key well there that would target liquids instead of gas. I think Asia Pacific offers opportunities for company to grow their portfolio, either looking at exploration acreage, stranded resources, or mature or already producing assets. And the scale of these opportunities would cater small local players or startup companies, and likewise the existing mid-sized big players in the region, and likewise also the NOC. So bidding rounds continue to be offered by countries. Some of them are also planning future bidding rounds next year. A key example is Myanmar. They're planning to reoffer again some of the open acreage, and they are looking at potentially improving the fiscal terms to continue to attract investors. Then, of course, existing players, they do offer farming opportunities, particularly on their exploration blocks to share the risk in terms of fulfilling the firm commitments on those blocks. So for mature producing opportunities, again, key examples there would be the Bongkot and Erawan fields in Thailand, which has been offered for auction. I think the expiring producing contracts in Indonesia also offer opportunities as well for companies to potentially participate in those in partnership with Pertamina, who is also looking at acquiring these blocks, and also with the existing operators. Some of them have mentioned their intent to extend these contracts.